Grand Rising Soul Tribe, Tracy here with Sweet Spot e-magazine. Thank you so very much for the likes, the shares, views, subscribes, comments, donations, the generous donations, super thanks, super chat, hypes, everything. I appreciate it all. We're going to ring this bell. We're going to go ahead and clear out this energy, and then we're going to see what the message the Spirit has for us this morning. Mm, mm. The worst is over for you. They've already stabbed you in your back. You know about all of that. And so the sun is starting to shine, or rise. The sun is starting to rise over you. Hey, Shaylin. But the worst is just beginning for them. Hey, Robert, happy Friday to you. Hey, Marcia. You know, they even sent somebody. I feel like there's somebody that they've sent to try and monitor you. Hey, Miss Mahogany Drag. Somebody to try and monitor you, to kind of go back and tell them what's going on. Like, oh, what is the name of this story? I can't remember, but it's like, you know, they sent back, it's like this medieval, for whatever reason I'm getting like this medieval time where they sent somebody over to another land, another camp to monitor what was going on within the king's castle. And then at night this person would sneak back, and they'd get on the horse and they'd ride and everything, and they'd sneak back and they would report what was going on. And then they'd have to hurry up and ride back over to the other camp so that they wouldn't notice that person was gone. It's kind of like something like that. Hey, Mike Taylor News, how are you? So they're trying to get this information about you, what's coming up next for you, so they can try and think how to block that, how to stop it. Bottom of the deck. Self-sabotage. Yeah, see, they're trying to stop you. They don't realize that they're just stopping themselves. They're just sabotaging themselves, because they want everything to start over for you. They want to burn everything to the ground for you, but they've already done that. See, they are trying to self-sabotage themselves because they know that you're coming back up. I'm on the way up. Nothing can stop me. I'm on the way up. Yeah, so it's like they are putting somebody there, like this spy to make it seem like somebody's in your camp, they're down for you or whatever, so that they can go back and reveal what your secrets are. But your intuition is kicking in. Hey, Wingseer. Your intuition is kicking in. And you know what? With this harvest, they think they're getting good information. They ain't getting shit. You ain't telling them nothing. It's like, my lips are sealed. Yeah, you're not telling them nothing about what your next plan is, what your past plan is. You're not giving them no information, because you know your worth, and you've been through something before, and you know how sneaky people can be, how they try and create whatever they try and come up with these creative things to try and get you to talk, because they know that you are in line to get this good juju, and they want to do whatever it is to disrupt that. See, they feel like they still want to be connected to you, but you've already cut those cords. Yeah, because you could see the darkness within them. You could see how they were trying to work under the shadows. Yeah, somebody wants to get you to talk. They want to get you to talk and feel safe talking. Yeah, they want you to speak up. Oh, like, girl, tell it, girl. I don't know. Dude, tell it. Yeah, what else? What else you gonna do? Oh, speak, say it. High five. Psh. They want you to feel good about speaking and telling them everything. But we all remember that loose lips sink ships. This is somebody who they're feeling themselves. They got these lustful desires, not so much as like sexual lustful desires, but these desires to try and get ahead. I'm telling you, they want to level up. But see, they don't realize that you are of divine lineage and you could see right through them. You ain't playing games. Not at all. Sorry, Tink Tink. That's why you are resisting them. That's why you are, not cutting them completely off, but you are politely taking your space. That's for damn sure. Because you know the truth. You know the truth of what they're trying to do. See, somebody wants to try and steal your joy. They don't want you to be happy. They don't want you to succeed. And so they feel like it's like they want to make it seem like, they're down for you, hey, I'm just here as a friend, as a confidant, so that you can, and let's go out, let's have fun, let's get some drinks, so that you could start talking and stuff like that. Because like I said, it's somebody that has this desire to know what's going on so that they can go back and talk about it to the other camp. Hey, AJ. Hey, High Priestess. How are you? Um, AJ, I'm so glad that you were able to stop in and say hello. Hey, the soul archetype. See, they didn't realize that you were awake, that you were woke, that you were aware. And they see that the sun is starting to come and shine on you again. They tried to take you out, but it was this fearless love that kept you afloat. They can't mess with that. That's that connection that you have with you and the Most High. They can't mess with that fearless love, because that's something that they can't break. That's something they can't shake. That's something that they can't dim. They can't cut that cord. All they can do is cut their own cord. This person, they feeling ashamed now. They feeling ashamed because everybody sees what they were doing, what they were trying to alchemize, and how they were trying to betray you. Everybody sees that. Yes, because everything has come out. It's what they were trying to manifest. Everybody sees that betrayal. Everyone does. But see, what they don't realize about you is that you are in celestial alignment. You are in alignment with your purpose, with God's, asks of you. And this is why it looks like you have all these miracles happening around you. Like every time they try and take you down, there's something else that happens that allows you to build yourself back up. Or there's a piece of information that comes out that you're able to speak on it, and it foils their plans again. I'm seeing, oh darn, they did it again. They foiled my plan again. See, this group, these people, this group, whatever, they don't realize you are a wounded healer. You've been through this before. You've already went through the battle. You won, And now you're aware that not only do you need to protect yourself, but you know how to protect yourself. If God is for me, who do I care is against me? These people are so upset at this time in their life because they know it's their season. Everything that they put out, they understand it's coming back to them. And they can't stop it if they wanted to and trust and believe they want to. Now somebody, they want forgiveness. They want forgiveness and they want a do-over. Oh, can we please have a do-over? But they're still wearing masks. You still see who they are clearly. And they thought that they was going to come and hype you up, but you're so very grounded. There is no hyping that they can do. They know that their only course of action left is to surrender, is to leave you the fuck alone. That's it. Don't want none. Don't start none. It's time for them to leave you alone, completely alone. What's the message, Spirit? Yeah, because your intuition has not led you wrong yet. It ain't led you astray yet. They don't realize that intuition is God's direct communication with you. Confirmation, if you can hear Sasha. That is that direct communication with you. And you really listen to that, especially whenever you was going through the battle, the thick of things. You didn't have any problems. And these people are so upset because you rely on your intuition. You rely on that little voice in the back of your head saying, watch, look at their eyes. Look at how they move. Look, they stuttering now. You know, and it's giving you all the information. These people they don't know that they're giving you all the information that you need. They don't know who your ancestors are. They don't know who you connected to. This is why they feel at a disadvantage. This is why they're sad and in grief, because they know that your intuition has not let you down yet. And it's not going to, because of who you are, who you're connected to. What's the message, Spirit? Yes. Yeah. And see, not only that, but they see that you are nothing but royalty. Look at the colors in these cards. That purple, that royal blue. You know, they know that you are one of God's favorites. They know this. And they know that all you do is shine. That's it. Hey, J Mike. Hey, Bragsy. They can't help but to see your shine. Like I said, you've already been through the worst. Nothing can stop you. You on your way up. They should have surrendered a long time ago, but because they continue to try to fuck around and find out, now they are finding out. They in that FO stage. The celebration for them is over. And they're getting scared. Because they don't know what else you can do. You know, all your chakras are open. So it's like there's nothing that can stop you from reaching your goals. You are on your life path. Like I said, the only thing that they can do is surrender. You know, and if they were smart, they would go ahead and surrender to the Most High, just like you did. They know that, you know what, you are politely distancing yourself. Confirmation, you are politely distancing yourself from them because you know the truth. You're not coming out the bag. You're not screaming, yelling, shouting. cussing nobody out. You're not even giving them the sweet spot gang sign. You ain't doing none of that. You were just keeping your cool, biding your time, and politely backing up. Information, your communication is getting less and less and less and less. Oh, you're strategic. But see, you know that you have good juju coming. Good karma is coming towards you. And they know that these storms are coming for them. What's the message, Spirit? What's the message? Thank you. Yeah, you have manifested miracles, like straight up miracles. And they feel like it is a miracle that you even outsmarted them, because they thought that they were so intelligent, so smart. Like because there were so many others of them that they could bounce ideas off each other. Well, bounce those ideas off. Get your little plans together. Come and do the little huddles, and all right, we're gonna, stack hands and break. Do all that. But all you needed was God on your side. And God was sitting there watching them the whole time. They coming together, they whispering, God right up in there to hear what they saying too. There was nothing that they could do that wasn't seen, wasn't heard. And you wasn't even there. Yeah, somebody this like I said, now they want to have a do-over, because everything that they tried to do was already undone before it was ever did. And they seeing that what they harvested was their own scarcity, was their own lack. That's what they harvested. That's all they spent all that time doing all that shit just to come up empty-handed. What's the message, Spirit? Just to come up in need. Just to come up 10 steps back than where they started. Hey, Kenta, how are you, sweetie? What? What, Kenta? Ooh. Okay, but I don't do the MAGA. I'm sorry. Yeah. What's the message? Hey, hi, I am forever hated. Hello, love. Thank you, Robert. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, okay. Yeah, that one kind of Okay, Amber. Okay, great. Thank you. I'll remember that. What's the message, Spirit? Yeah, somebody, they wanted you, they wanted you to speak up, and you spoke up all right. You spoke up about what they was their secret lust. You spoke up about what they was trying to do to you. Like, you spoke up all right, and you put it all out there. You spoke the truth. You can't make this up. You spoke the truth. So they wanted you to speak up. You spoke up. Because like I said, they noticed that you've been getting quieter and quieter and putting more and more distance there. And that's just, self-preservation. That is protection. That's because you could see who they were and what they was trying to do. Yeah, see, they was trying to level up, but the thing was, they weren't of the level up kind. This is somebody who's not of divine lineage. This is somebody who's fake. They're not. It's like they trying to hide who they are, but yet they want to level up. Sorry, Charlie, not this time, not this way. And that's why you felt like you needed to cut these cords with these people, this group, whatever it was. Hi, Sia. How are you? Yep. Because it was a tower that's happening to them because these secrets have been revealed. That's why they're experiencing the tower. That's why the worst is coming for them. Your worst is already over. You already went through what you needed to go. And it wasn't even what you needed to go through. You already went through what they tried to put you through. Okay. But they wanted a lot worse for you than what you got. Bottom of the deck. Now I'm telling you, they sending somebody in to try and woo you. Yeah. But you are reviewing everything, even the person that's coming in with flowers, with kind words and doing kind gestures and everything. Your intuition is telling you to be very cautious. It's like somebody, you watching them move around. You seeing them move around like somebody is going here, but then at underneath the moon they go over here and they tell what they think they know that's going on over here, but before daybreak they come right back on over here to act like, oh, they waking up with you like, oh yeah, it's all good. No, I was here all night. What you talking about? But it's a lie. That's why you're putting this distance there. Someone is expecting you to tell them everything. Someone is expecting you to have a slip up. Somebody is expecting you to trust them. And they just trying to be patient. They just trying to be patient, thinking as long as I just, tread lightly, they'll put their guards down. But this person don't realize that they taking a gamble. You not. See, they think that they can come in and act like it's all good, it's all good, it's all good and gravy, but you know the difference. See, it's like with this water sign, they know that somebody's trying to sabotage this, sabotage what you got going on. Hey, Galactic Goddess. Hey, 5D Star Being, how are you, sweetie? Thank you, and we're glad that you're here and new to the chat. Thank you so very much. Hey, Malcolm. Yeah. And something about an earth sign and an air sign, it's like you had to let go, or they let go. Something about an earth sign and air, maybe an earth sign, the air sign let go. And then this fire sign is just sitting here trying to get more money. Now I'm telling you that's the person who is the one who's going in between the camps. They thinking that they're gonna get something out of nothing, but they're gonna get nothing. But they did a whole bunch of something. See, that's the person who don't even know who they are yet. And every time they leave here, go over here, and right before they leave to go back, they say, I'll be back, because they coming back with some more information, trying to. But see, they're about to experience some real challenges because They feel like, they getting closer, and they telling everybody, yeah, we getting closer. They starting to feel, they starting to believe me. They starting to put their guard down. They feel like, I'm in that corner, but you don't know your guardian angels is right there the entire time, letting you know this person is a liar and do not trust them. Yeah, it's like somebody they want you to confess. They want you to tell them everything, to let them know everything. And they're like, and don't leave nothing out. Your secret is safe with me. But you've been through this before. This ain't your first rodeo. You've been through this before, where you didn't pay attention to all the red flags, and you let your guard down, and you trusted somebody only to find out that person stabbed you in your back. So you said, okay, and that was a while ago, and after that you said never again and not no more. But as narcissists, they just think that they're gonna get what they want to get anyway. They're like, give it time, but you see that this person is a narcissist, and like I said, they sending somebody in to spy on you, but you've already moved on. You have already moved on. And you know what? You made a commitment elsewhere. It's like you either accepted an offer elsewhere, you put your attention elsewhere, or things are starting to get serious elsewhere. And now like I said, they trying to manifest a love spell because they let me give me one more chance. Let's do a do-over. But that's not healthy. This person has problems, and it's not necessarily problems within the body. You're feeling that it's problems within their mind, psychological problems. That's why you felt like it was time for you just to cut it all off. Once again, that intuition ain't never led you wrong. Somebody, they want to travel to you, or they want you to travel to them. I feel like somebody wants to kind of get closer. Yeah, somebody wants to get closer to you. Like maybe they want to come to your house and or something and act like, yeah, we just sitting here chilling so that you can feel okay that this person came to your house, and open up, like you opened up your home, opened up your heart. And then this way, this person, while you in the bathroom, this person looking underneath shit, trying to see what you got going on, Oh, and they talking about, yeah, well, I want to come see the pets or something like that. What's the message, Spirit? What's the message? Hey, Melissa, how are you, sweetie? Yeah, this person is experiencing challenges. Everybody that thought they was going to get over is going to experience these challenges. And so Spirit said, go ahead and take your distance, because when he does the lightning strike, he don't want to accidentally get you too. When that lightning strikes, it's going to get everybody that came up against you. Yeah, because they trying to let things get serious. They're trying to get you to some type of love spell because they want you to commit to them or something. That's why, it's time for you to take your distance. Somebody is trying to manifest that they can get you back, that they can get you back into the fold. But your intuition is telling you just to go ahead and leave. Don't even worry about it. Don't think about it. Don't concentrate on it. That's what your intuition is telling you. Let it go. God said, I got this. I got this. What's the message? Yeah, power is in forgiveness. Absolutely. But at the same time, you still have to recognize a red flag as being a red flag, even if you do forgive them. Because some people don't stop. Yep. They want you to open up your heart. They don't want you to have they don't want your protection to be up so high, you know. You have your guard up so high. That's what they don't want. You don't have your guard up so high. They want to feel like they could be able to easily jump over that wall. Well, what's the message? Mine is more than a brick wall. Mine is an electric fence. Yeah, I'm telling you, somebody, they don't think that you know who you are because they don't know who they are. And so that's why they think that you're not really getting ready to move around, because they don't think that you're expecting anything, you know, and they don't think that you have anybody else. But your intuition is telling you all of that, and to be cautious, you know. What's the message, Spirit? What's the message? And for any of the members that happen to see this, we're going to be doing a members live this evening, okay? What's the message? Thank you. Yeah. This water sign, be careful of this water sign, because they're the ones that's trying to sabotage this. They're the ones that's in the middle. So just be careful of that water sign. And yeah, because this is the one who wants to make it seem like everything is good and gravy, you know, and exact, you know, where they able to create, you know, the smoke and the mirrors, but they just don't realize that, you know, you review everything. You look at everything, every action, every move. You listen to every word. Everything is under the review for you, and that's why you know that this person secretly is a spy. Plus, you was doing your own research. Secretly is a spy. Bottom of the deck. 7 of Cups. See, they think that you're confused. They think that you don't know that they want you to be out in the cold. They think that you don't know that they're trying to really hurt you, you know? And it's like they think that they holding something back, or they protecting something, like they got something undercover, under wraps. But no, Spirit has already told you what and showed you what they was trying to do. You already see it. You know, while they trying to spy on you, you looking at them. That's why you moving forward. And that's why whatever they thought they was going to have their wish fulfillment, that shit is over. No, I hope they didn't celebrate. Because if they did, they celebrated too soon. That shit is over. Like I said, you knew how, you've already been through the battle. You know how to protect yourself. You already dealt with this whole situation, and maybe not this exact situation, but one that's very similar before, where you had these secret enemies, you had spies, you had this, you had that. And so, like I said, this water sign thinks that, you know, you're gonna put your guard down, you're gonna come in, and you're gonna be just, you know, like ready to, you know, do whatever. Yeah, blah 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 blah. You know, so that this person can gather information and go back and talk about what the earth angel is doing. No, no. See, that water sign thought that they were spying on you. You already knew what was going on. It's already out in the open. You know, you already peeped that game. So next thing you know, it's like that they're just upset because That lightning is about to strike they ass, and they've been trying to set you up for a while. So it's make sure that you out the way. Hey, K Hyphy, how are you? So that the lightning don't strike you too. But see, they want to see what you got planned. They know you a rising star or you are a star, and they want to see what you have planned. And they know it's something good, you know. They can't take your joy away. They know that you're working on something. And they expected you to be able to say, well, I'm getting this and I'm going to be doing this and I've got these accolades, but you ain't saying nothing. Because like I said, loose lips really does sink ships. See, they had expected, like maybe in the past, they felt like they could figure out what you was doing and clock your every move, but that was in the past. But now it's almost like now somebody want to act like they are on your side, but they're not. Whenever they're talking to you and then they sending this information to somebody else. Hey, offend onion. Hello, how are you? Yeah, because look, they are trying to, you know what, you are a person that's very reliable, very sturdy, somebody that's really responsible. And they, like I said, they still trying to take you out. They don't want you to be seen as somebody that is above board, somebody that's a good leader. They don't want you to see that, for them to people to see that. So that's why they're trying to secretly plan this, and then like they're trying to send out like little messages or say things that's going to mess up your what's the word I'm looking for, your reputation. But you know what? They don't know that, hey, not only are you the Empress, but you got the Queen of Swords and the Queen of Cups. You are very intuitive and you got that connection with God. And also, like I said, you speak your truth. You don't have a problem doing that. Especially whenever it came for them trying to give you less than. They wasn't trying to be give you your equal share. Look, they trying to give somebody more and not trying to give to you at all. It's like they trying to breadcrumb you. And you spoke about this. You spoke about how somebody was, like this person was this is a witch who was trying to do some shit, and get other people to come up against you, like triangulate, and also uh, what's the other word I'm looking for? Not just breadcrumb, not just triangulate, but gaslight you too. But see, somebody's looking at this, or somebody's starting to wake up. I feel like somebody is starting to wake up, especially um, after you walked away. I feel like you walked away and you went towards something better. Like I said, somebody was trying to get you to act or react, but you didn't do anything. You didn't do anything. It's like you just was very patient. You just bid your time, and did whatever it is that you needed to do, even though somebody was trying to bully you and they are so mad. This person is so angry that you didn't allow them to bully you. Because I'm telling you, somebody was trying to take your gift away. They was trying to take what was yours, but they can't, because this is the hand of God. When God gives you something, they can't take it away. If God opens up a door, they can't close that door. If God says this is for you, it's for you. What is for you is for you. They don't understand that. Yeah. So this is why you had to protect yourself, against this coven, this group. You was able to protect yourself. And like I said, they was trying to, with this old bullshit, you spoke the truth, and that's why they want the do-over. Now they trying to figure out why their little magic didn't work. They felt like they had all the everything that they needed in their hand, like they had all the power to control a situation, but they're finding out they couldn't control shit. That wheel of fortune is turning out of their favor, and you're being seen as the true leader because you didn't feel like you had to do any fuck shit. And I'm telling you, this person is trying to get close to you so that they could hurry up and ride back and say what you was doing, and then come right back, to act like, oh no, what are you talking about? I was here all the time. I didn't do anything. I didn't go anywhere. I didn't say nothing. Your intuition told you to close that chapter, close that cycle, and don't trust that person either. And now it's like that same group is watching you, and you're going away. You're being guided away. God is guiding you away. And these people are sitting here stuck. They was trying to take you down at all costs. They didn't want to stop. It was like they were sitting here saying all these lies and gossip about you. But now it's like the truth is out, and somebody sees this. Somebody's well aware. It's almost like you was offered something new. You was offered something new. Whether this is a new job or something that made you better off than where you were before. Hi, Crystal 5D Healing Station. How are you? Y'all know I got my contacts in today, so it's like I can see, but it's whether I got the glasses, the contacts, bifocals, whatever, it's always going to be a little. I just need to increase the font on my computer. But yeah, like I said, somebody, they want to apologize to you now because shit ain't happening, but you've already called judgment. You already know the truth. And the truth is, they was trying to affect your money. They was trying to affect your money. And it's like somebody is in regret. This is somebody who was trying to control a situation. Oh, they scared now. They scared. Hey, C-Bones Chosen, how are you? They are scared now. Hey, Lies Never Stuck, how are you? Hey, Jazzy Jazz, how are you, sweetie? Oh, good for you, Jazzy. Congratulations. Yeah. And see, somebody, this person, this emperor, who is like concerned, very concerned, can't sleep, can't eat, they know that the worst is coming. And this is why they having these regrets, where they try to cross you out, like you wasn't the type of person that's this loving, kind, caring, law-abiding person. They tried to make it seem like that was not you, but it was you. And this is why, you stood by yourself, stood on your own, and you had faith, and that's why you left. You went off somewhere else. Like they couldn't stop you. They couldn't control this. And now what they tried to give to you, they are stuck in. They tried to make it so that you was, overburdened, and stressed out and this, that, and the other. That's where they're at. That's where they are at. You don't get no good deeds for doing no fuck shit. It's like people shouldn't have to tell you that. You should have, if you're over the age of we'll say 21, we'll be generous, 21 or even 25. You should know that. See, they ain't celebrating now. They ain't celebrating now. They ain't talking now. Now they know they got to leave that shit all the way alone because they sitting here trying to figure out how you knew and how you got out of them trying to leave you out in the cold. Just like this shit don't take no college degree or rocket science. You know, you ain't got to know trigonometry and geometry and all this other new math and shit like that. All you got to do is look. A red flag is a red flag. Your intuition was telling you the entire time. Your intuition told you what they was trying to do behind your back. See, I can't stand no weak ass individuals that want to try and attack you and you ain't even looking. I mean, if you're going to attack somebody, at least say, meet me in the parking lot. You know, don't be trying to get no fucking gang up against me. You know what I'm saying? That's what weak weasels do. But see, they didn't know that you was enlightened. They didn't know that there was something else that was coming for you. They didn't know that. But yeah, you received a whole different offer. Something that puts you better off than where you were before. And that's judgment. That's what you get. And what they get is what they get. Where they left you, what they wanted for you is what they get for themselves. What's the message, Spirit? What they wanted for you is what they get for themselves. It ain't the other way around. Yeah. Now somebody's sitting here thinking about everything that they invested in. They time, they energy, you know, and this witch had this whole plan. She had this shit planned out, how somebody was going to be able to ride in, attack you, you know, or get the information and then come back and tell everybody else, and everybody else going to be coming and trying to whoop your ass. I mean, this is a lot of fire right here. You know, somebody just upset that they couldn't get you, take you down, you know, burn you to the ground the first damn time that they tried. Well, if it didn't happen the first time, you should have sat your ass down, because it wasn't going to happen the second time, the third time, the fourth time, and the fifth time either. You know, and don't get upset if somebody call you stupid, because that's what it is. It's just stupid. What's the message, Spirit? Yeah, exactly. You know, that's what they do. They think that you don't know that it was a setup. Even if they try and send other people in to do the dirty work. Look here, dummy. It's still the same shit. You know, this is what they'll do. They'll sit there and try and send somebody in to do the dirty work and think that they're going to send you little messages. Hey, I'm just checking on you. I just wanted to say happy birthday or happy Friday, or I just want to let you know that I think that, you know, you should have a good Christmas, or yeah, well, whatever, bitch, because we don't trust your ass. We don't trust your ass. Trying to give you these little messages by trying to be a whole fucking warlock. We don't trust your ass. Your ass, your neck, your arms, your legs. We don't trust any of you. How about that? Would you say a horse with no name? Right. America. What's the message, Spirit? Yeah. But your intuition already told you how they was trying to breadcrumb you, you know, and thought that they was going to get away with it. Your intuition told you how they was trying to breadcrumb you and try and get away with it. Now everybody that they work with, all them motherfuckers is out in the cold. Every last one of them. Okay? Every last one of them. So I hope it was worth it. Whoever you work with, whatever you thought that you was going to do and get away with that stupid shit, you should have asked some questions first. You should have sat there and said, see, what it was is you don't hide your spirituality at all. But see, they hide the fact that they some kitchen witches or church witches or witches, period. Okay, so they think that if you don't know that they practice the dark arts, that they can act like, oh no, I don't even know what that is. But your intuition is already telling you about them. Hey, Letitia, how are you, sweetie? Yeah, your intuition is already telling you about them. So there's nothing that they can say or do. You already peeped their game. You peeped game already. They should have thought about that shit. They should have then, and they was trying to test your gangster. Go play with your mama. Don't play over here. Don't test nothing over here. See, this witch thought that she was gonna get everything she wanted if you walked away. Okay. So you walked away and you walked right into a better company, or you walked away and you walked away into a better partner. You walked away and you walked away into better. And then this witch is still stuck with her and her crew was stuck with judgment. Yeah, you completed this whole cycle. You worked on yourself. You worked on whatever it is that you needed to work on. Whether it's like you found you a better job, whether it was you found you a happier life, whatever it was, you completed the whole cycle. And then not only that, but you was able to protect yourself and defend yourself from this King of Cups, this water sign who thought that they was going to be a spy. But you already peeped that. You saw what this person's angle was. You already peeped it. And so now this person that thought they was going to be a spy and they was going to get something, they did. They got fucked. They got played. Okay? They didn't get whatever they was promised, but they got something else, put in spiritual jail. That's what they got. I hope that they're happy. What's the message, Spirit? What is the message? Now everybody's sitting there looking at their phone or reading these messages or something. Everybody's getting the same message. Everybody is getting the same message right here. And I feel like that message is that, you know what? You was always protected. Everybody's getting that same message, and they could be getting it from the person who's large and in charge. And the message is, you won. You won. Everybody getting that say, so all that fire that went out, this is them with all that fire. You won. They got that message loud and clear. The wheel of fortune is turning in your favor. Now, how they like that message? What's the message, Spirit? Yeah. Now they sitting here fighting with each other. They sitting here fighting with each other because they sat there and celebrated with this warlock thinking, oh, we getting ready to get it. We getting ready to tear this person down. We getting ready to get our wish fulfillment. Boom. No, you're not. They all that shit was blown out the water. The lightning struck them. And now they sitting here carrying this heavy load. Oh, well. Should have thought about that shit. What's the message, Spirit? Yep. I'm telling you, shh, don't tell nobody nothing. Keep your plan under wraps. If they ask you how your day is, oh, it's cool. What'd you do today? Not much. Just a normal, regular day. Even though you did this, you did that, you did this, you went here, you did that, you went there. Nothing. Just sat, just chilled. Yeah, just chilled. You ain't do nothing. Well, I did pray. I prayed for my dog. I prayed for my neighbors. I prayed for you. You want me to tell you what I prayed for you? Yep. And now they can't leave this whole situation that they got going on. They stuck. They cannot leave. And they upset. They didn't want you to be able to leave, but you left. Yeah. And see, the truth is out about them, how they was trying to leave you out, and that shit ain't happening. That shit ain't happening. Not at all. I'm telling you, they thought that they was going to get something. Yeah, they getting justice, because this whole situation that they tried to do to get you off your, knock you off your game, or mess up your money or whatever, that's not happening. That's not happening. Not at all. You're too wise. Like I said, you one of God's favorite children. So God is not going to let you just fall. God, in fact, God has put you in that place for these people to see you and get with you, so that he could finally get with them. See, they was confused about that. That's why they confused still. They thought that they was going to be able to do you wrong. It's almost like your light was irritating their demons. What's the message, Spirit? And you saw this spy. You saw who was trying to spy on you and gather information so that they could run and tell that. Yep. God so kindly moved you out the way, and then, like I said, you stop talking, stop, being so, you just started being real general. Like I said, how was your day? Oh, it was fine. Did you do anything? No, nothing special. Just a normal day, Because see, they thought that you was a fool, like you couldn't see their little tricks, like how they was trying to control a situation. Yeah. But Archangel Michael is here. Always and in all ways working on your behalf. Okay? That's what they didn't know. That's what they should have tried to find out. Anything else? What else? Anything else from this deck? Yeah. Something about, I'm telling you, something about this. Somebody thinking that they could, get some information from you, go give it to this person, come back, get some more information, go give it to that person. That person was mistaken, because you were intuitively led to shut the hell up. Just like the high priestess. She see a lot, she know a lot, but she don't say a lot. Like I said, you've seen this before. This was like a deja vu situation for you. You already been there. And these people, they get in judgment. And while you being able to complete this cycle and move forward, and they didn't want you to be able to leave. Go sit your dumb ass down somewhere, anywhere. Right there is fine, but just sit down. Yeah. See, they sent the death spell, but forgot about the return to sender times 10. And they thought that they was going to be having you like a puppet on a string, baby. See, you warned them. Somebody should have exercised some caution. And as you sow, you shall reap. It could have been that, because you read tarot, because you watch tarot, your tarot helped you out or something. But you know what? It was because of that. That's when you started connecting the dots. Hi, Coop Divine. How are you? Thank you. Yep, these people plotted and planned. That's what helped you connect the dots. And plus, something that they was doing, it never sat right. You always knew, but it's okay, because they lost to their own game and rules. They lost. You didn't. You gained. God plucked you out of that situation and put you in a better position. They forget that this is a 1 year. Whereas, they should have said, better intentions on January the 1st. This is a 1 year. Yeah. And their time is up. See, Satan thinks that they're dumb. And see that? Shh, don't tell them. Satan thinks that they're dumb. They should have set better intentions. Hey, Kristen, how are you, sweetie? Yes, Bragsy, absolutely. And see, people want to act like tarot is so bad. No, tarot helps you to wake the fuck up and understand what's going on. Especially whenever you listen to somebody and you're like, damn, that's exactly my situation. Yes, because spirit sees everything. You cannot deny it. Spirit sees everything. And people think, oh, that's weird how it worked out. No, it's not weird. It's not coincidence. It is by divine. It is, design. It is by design. Divine design. That's what it is. What's the message, Spirit? Exactly. Oh, Coop Divine, we are so glad you're here too. Absolutely. What's the message, Spirit? And I'm glad it's Saturday tomorrow. Absolutely. See, these people think that they hurt you. Really, in actuality, we don't give a fuck. They ain't hurt us. They hurt them. And we already knew that there was something hidden about them. Yes, of course it's a Mimosa Saturday, Bragsy. What Saturday is not a Mimosa Saturday? Oh, really, J Mike? This one church tried to get me to stop. Right, police, right. Somebody didn't get the message. See, they thought that you was a fool. They should have got the message that, no, they was the fool. They should have got the message that sometimes you gotta play the fool who think they fooling you. Come from motherfucking Mation. Hello. Yep, exactly. Exactly. It is the intention. And see, for a lot of people, the intention is to find the truth, to understand what's hidden. You know what? People didn't really believe that you loved yourself, but you love yourself. Yeah, and this is somebody that's lying just to lie. This could be somebody that is a hating ass family, hating ass company, hating ass something. And they're really going to get upset because you're about to be married to the love of your life if you're not already. I feel like it's just a lot of jealousy coming from these people. They just jealous. But it's like this is nothing that you have to dummy down for. If they're jealous, they need to work on themselves. Don't be trying to sit there and do some work on you. You're the one that's jealous, not the collective. But some people they feel like it's too hard for them to work on themselves. They'd rather tear you down than to look at themselves and what they need to change. See, they got a message about you, and the message that they got about you really set them off. They found out that you was nothing but a sweetheart. That's what really set them off. That's kind of fucked up, don't you think? They got a message that oh no, that person really is a sweetheart, and they couldn't stand it because they're not a sweetheart. They a devil in disguise. They got a whole demon, they got a whole demon around them. Yep, they think you're depressed, but you're not, because you had already opened up your heart a long time ago. They're the one who is the puppet on the string, and whatever the shit that they was doing, you didn't take that shit personal at all because you knew it was a demon. It was that dark attached entity, and plus God had already made a way out of no way for you. So you was like, okay, well, that's how you acting. Kind of weird, but okay. What else, Spirit? What else? Yep. Somebody has these religious beliefs, not spiritual beliefs, but these religious beliefs where they feel like, well, like some people that are religious, they look down on somebody that's spiritual because they feel like that's the devil. But these same religious people, they'll sit there and go to church on Sunday, be there for several hours, leave church, then be talking about somebody. They'll be talking about people while they in church. Leave church, go pick up a fifth or whatever, and go home, be drinking that. And if they married, they talking to they secret friend on the phone, or they getting ready to go out in the streets, run the streets, do this, do that. These people that they just they religious by name, not by action. Like I said, they be sitting there gossiping while they're in church. These people are about to learn a very hard lesson, you know, and they can think this Black Widow about this being a hoarder, about being selfish, greedy, and stingy. I'm feeling mean girl energy with that Black Widow. They about to learn a lesson about that mean being a bully, mean girl energy. Because somebody has proof. Yeah, somebody got proof. Damn. Oh well. Yep. When you participate in a hateful mob, expect to be part of the fire that God casts down on you. If you don't know your spiritual rank, you should beware. Who do you think you are? Yep. Especially because you are in your divinity, your life purpose, and your life and spiritual purpose. Something about your first house of self and your solar plexus chakra. And they got played by the devil. They got played by the devil. They needed to stop blaming you, stop blaming the collective for their own insecurities. And none of their negative plans ever worked because the Holy Spirit is in the house. Hey, Jody, how are you, sweetie? All right, y'all. I'm going to leave it right there. I actually have a doctor's appointment this morning. And then, like I said, we're going to be doing a members live this evening. I'm going to go ahead and it's probably going to be about like 7:30 Mountain Time. So whatever time zone you're in from Mountain Time, then just set it up, and I'll send out the announcement or whatever it's called that we do. All right. Love y'all. Have a wonderful afternoon. Jazz, have fun at that new job. And everyone else, members, I'll see y'all this evening. I love you all, okay? Bye now.